What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So throughout my entire time of making these PS4 mod videos, I've always gotten the question from people saying, how should I correctly use my load order? How do I use mods correctly on the PS4? And so many people have just been asking me throughout the weeks and months of me making these videos that I just decided to, you know what, let me make a video and show you guys what I do, and maybe you guys can do the same thing so that you guys are a little safer when using mods. Obviously, you can't get like your system really bricked on PS4 as far as I know, because there's no external assets, but you could pretty much crash your game from having too many mods or just the wrong mods. So I'm just going to show you guys what I do, and hopefully you guys can learn from it. And yeah, so starting off, the first thing you're going to want to do is obviously go down to the modding section right there at the main menu. You click on it, and if you haven't yet, then sign in with your Bethesda ID, your Bethesda Net account, and if you don't have one, you can go ahead and make one on their website, Bethesda.net. And yeah, it's pretty simple. So once you're done with that, you'll be at the main menu for the mods, and you can go ahead and pick the mods that you want. For me, these are the ones that I have right now in my library. So let's talk about choosing mods. Now, when you're going to choose your mods, usually what I do is I look for the best mods, the highest rated mods, such as this one. It has 402, I think that's ratings or whatever on there, so it's highly rated, very, very highly rated, and I usually go for the highly rated mods. As you guys can see, mods such as this one, it only has 1 rating and it only has 2 stars, so I would stay away from things like that people really aren't too sure about, and doesn't really have that much of a testing yet from other people. One thing that you guys have to keep in mind is, as you can see at the top, it says free space 886 megabytes, and the total space that I have currently downloaded is 13 megabytes. I try not to download too many mods, and when I feel like I have a little too much, or if I'm done reviewing a mod, what I would do is I would go ahead and delete a mod when I am done reviewing it, so I know that I have some extra space. And I've gotten comments of people saying that they've had way too many mods downloaded and their games pretty much keep crashing on them. So guys, don't have too many mods downloaded at once. I know a lot of people said that whenever, you know, I have a mod downloaded, when I do a video, they pretty much only download the mods that I show off. So if you guys want to do that, then go ahead, but pretty much just keep it in mind when you go to download a mod. Just watch how big the size is, and try not to download literally every mod you see, and yeah, just be safe with that, guys. So let's use the Sanctuary Bridge Fix mod for an example. When you see the check mark, that means it is enabled and you are ready to use it when you go ahead and load up a save file on the game. When you see the downward arrow, that means it is downloaded onto your system. But when you see the heart, that means it is favorited. So it could also be in the My Favorite section right here. For me personally, the My Favorite section is a spot where I keep the mods that I'm preparing to do videos on. So if you guys look at this, you get a little sneak peek on what I think I might want to do videos on in the future, and it's just a spot where I, you know, favorite them, and then I'll keep them there, and then when I do a video on them, I'll unfavorite them and maybe keep them in my library because they'll be installed still, or I'll just uninstall them because I want to clear space for more mods. Now let's talk about installing mods. So let's go ahead and take a look at a mod over here. Now, I previously did a video on the Pre-War House Player Home Personal Edition. That was in one of my previous videos if you guys haven't seen that yet. So you're going to click on this, and you could either add it to your favorites. You could do all of these. You can report it, which it's a good mod, but if you have, you know, if you want to report it for some reason, you could report it right there. I'm not going to do that, so don't do that. But if you see a mod that is bad or going against like terms of service, then go ahead and report that. But you can download it right here. So click on the download and it will be queued for download. Now it is downloaded. So you have the option to disable, delete, rate, or report. Now, you could rate it. Now, guys, I want to state that it is a really good thing to rate mods. Keep that in mind. Rate mods as much as you can. Whenever you download a mod, check it out, and then when you're done, go ahead and rate it because it really helps out the mod author a lot. Now, another thing that I want to point out for you guys is read the descriptions of mods. It is very important that you read the descriptions of mods because it gives you a lot of useful information about the mods, especially for those who do not have the season pass. As you can see with this mod at the top, it says it requires the Far Harbor DLC. Even if I don't state that there is a DLC in the description of a mod and you guys go to download a mod and it says missing required files, fails or whatever it says, then that means that you do not have a DLC installed and there's something wrong. And that more than likely means that you guys should just check the description, because it should be in the description. If it's not there, then leave a comment on the description of the mod and ask the mod author to put it in, or ask them, you know, what DLCs are required, because sometimes they forget. So keep that in mind. But yes, always read the descriptions of mods. Now let's talk about load order, because this is actually very, very important. I get questions on this a lot. Now, I do want to state straight up that I am not the best. I am not an expert when it comes to load order. I have not been doing this for an extremely long time. Obviously, I've only been doing mods since PS4 mods released for Skyrim, and then I started doing it on Fallout 4 for the PS4 as well. I haven't been doing this forever, so I'm not an extremely, you know, I'm not an expert when it comes to putting stuff in the load order, but I have a good idea of how to do it. Now, I'm going to press triangle because that's where you see the load order at. Now, this is what my load order looks like now. For those of you who are pretty good with knowing load orders, please, if you see anything wrong and I need to reorder something, let me know. I will greatly appreciate that. But so let's take a look at this one. So as you guys can see right here at the very top, I have the PS4 Player Bunker and Combat Simulator mod right here. Now I have this at the very top because this mod author is always coming out with expansions to this mod. So for an example, I just downloaded the PS4 Weapons Pack Melee mod, and whenever you download a mod, it will go straight to the bottom of your load order. So what we're going to do is press square and reorder it so that it's underneath the player bunker right there. So it'll be right there underneath the player bunker. You don't want it above it because it's going to load the player bunker first. If it loads the weapons pack first, then it's not going to work. Something's going to get messed up. So remember, it needs to load. It loads in the order from top to bottom. So you're going to want to have the weapons pack underneath the player bunker mod. So press square and you'll be done with it right there. So press square and you will confirm it as done. Now for some reason the unlock settlement objects keeps going to the top of my load order. I don't know why. That is a little weird, but either way, if you guys know why that's doing that, why it keeps going there, like I can't reorder it for some reason, it just stays up there. I don't understand, but again, so that's pretty much what you have to do for mods that have add-ons to them. Now, as you guys can see, we're going to take a look at the bottom of my load order. I have the Scrap That Settlement mod at the bottom over here. As you guys can see on the right side in the description, it shows an example. Now, you guys always have to read the descriptions of your mods because it gives you an example on how to put it in the load order. Sometimes it will, sometimes it doesn't, but for the most part, it usually should, depending on the mod, obviously. So there you go. On the right, you can see that it says pretty much put it close to the bottom. I don't really have any other mods that would go underneath it, but that's why I have this one pretty much at the bottom, because it says put it there. Now, I might be doing it wrong. It might have to be placed in a different spot of my load order, but from what I've tested out in game, it seems to work pretty well being in this spot right here. But now let's take a look at the Pre-War House mod that we downloaded at the beginning of the video. Now, this is typically what I do when I'm done doing my videos and I don't want the mod installed anymore on my system. So what I would do is I would unfavorite the mod. I would first disable it, and then I would delete it. So remember to disable first and then delete. Never delete first, because then you can't disable it, and then a lot of things will get screwed up in your game. So please remember, disable first and then delete. Now, these mods require updates up here. Now, we're going to update a mod. I'm going to show you guys what you do when you update a mod. So simply, all you have to do is click on the mod and then click update right there. It will download the update. And then there you go, you're all good. It will be removed from the updates available section right there. Now you're going to go back into your load order and it will be placed at the very bottom. So what you're going to do is reorder it to a spot that you see fit and then click done, and there you go. That is pretty much it, guys. Once you're done with all of that, click circle back out of that and it will say the mod selection / load order has changed and you will have to reload the data file. So click OK. The game will do its thing. It'll give you a black screen for a second and it'll load. Reorder everything and just, you know, figure everything out on your system, and you'll be very well to go. You'll be good. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, because a lot of people have been asking me about this. So, now if you go to load game and say you have a character that is not modded and you want to play with it with mods, but you don't want to mess up that other save file. If you click on that character and load up that save on your unmodded character, as you guys can see up here, it will create its own modded save for it. So you will still have your regular save and you will have your modded save as well. So that's really, really good, and I wanted you guys to know that because a lot of people have been having questions about that one as well. And if you want to play on the game again and you want to earn your trophies and everything like that, all you have to do is go into the modding section, disable your mods, don't delete them, just disable them, disable every single one, and then make sure the check mark is no longer there, because that means they're disabled. And then you can load up your old save on your unmodded account and you'll be good to go. You could play your game without mods, and then if you want to play with them again, re-enable them and you're good to go. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I have for right now. If you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments, and if anyone else is good with you know, knowing about mods, please go ahead, help other people in the comments section, and yeah, start some conversations. And if this video helped you out at all, please leave a like. It definitely helps the channel, it will help it grow, and it'll, at the end of the day, it'll help me make better videos for you guys. So I will really, really appreciate that. And like I said, guys, leave some comments if you guys have any questions, and if anyone knows about modding and can help anyone else in the comments, definitely help them out, because I will greatly appreciate that, and I know they will as well. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching again. I hope this video helped some of you guys out. If it didn't, then I'm sorry, but if it did, then that is really, really good. But either way, guys, I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.